Alright everybody, welcome to the bench. Today I'm going to start a new series I'm going to call Current Rig Config. I like to think of them as configurations because like most RC projects, they are constantly evolving, and I like to think of them as kind of modular configurations. And this one is fresh off the trail, yesterday's crawl in the AM. If you haven't seen that video, I just put a real quick one up there. Anyway, this is the Element Enduro Sendero. Kind of a tongue twister, but yeah, it is what it is. Everyone just calls them Enduros. This one's pretty much ready to run stock. That is the Proline F-150 body for the Ascender, hence the Ascender cage. Believe it or not, that actually went on really easily. It was kind of a brain buster at first, but once I figured out, I took these sliders and the receiver and ESC platforms there underneath, and just took them off, slid them forward, and bolted them back on. So that moved the sliders forward. They were actually like way back here before. So I just slid those forward. You still got a little bit of a gap here, not too much though. You can probably see like the end of the bars right here. That's pretty good. I can live with that. That's okay. Anyway, once I got that forward, because the ESC box, or sorry, the receiver box was actually up against the back of the cab wall, and it was preventing me from sliding the body forward. But once I got the slider platform slid forward, the slider slid, yeah. The body pretty much dropped right on. I did have to put, I reamed new holes for the body posts. I don't ordinarily like body posts, but they were already there. I was like, it's a no-nonsense, quick way, pretty sturdy way to mount a body, so I just went ahead and used them. Believe it or not, the rear still uses pins also. The body pins, they're all the way down in the shock towers, and once you put the pins on, the body pins actually hold the cage. It's I should just show you. So when you put in, which my hand is blocking whatever light I have in here, but I'll just do it and you'll see what I mean. There we go. So with the body pin in there now you can kind of, there we go. It really, like, I can lift up the truck from the cage and it's not moving, especially with both of them in. That's with one and it didn't hardly move. So that's actually a really secure way of holding that on. If anyone wants to try that, go for it. It works great for me. I'm sure there's other cabs that work with the Ascender cage. If you're not into the 79 Fords like I am, then yeah, this could work for you. So just remember, you got to slide these forward and leave your cage, leave your body pin mounts on the back, just put them all the way down, and it'll just pin right in. I did put a fuel cell in there from the Ascender as well. Had one laying around. That literally slides right in between the shock towers, and I do have a bolt in there. Probably can't see it. Maybe you can. Yeah. So right behind the shock there's a bolt that goes in from the inside of the fuel cell, and I notched it. I notched the fuel cell a little bit, and then the cover as well. And when you put the cover back on, you can't even tell how in the heck that's held in there. It's a really clean way to accomplish that, and it breaks up. You can't see through the cage like you would. It breaks up the see-throughness. I mean, you kind of have some negative space in here. I don't know what to do about that, but that rear fuel cell really breaks up the negative space, and I think that carries over well from the Ascender. And it's an extra box to stow some more electronics in if you need to. But other than that, really all that's done to this, it's essentially right out of the box. I did massage the front bumper a bit with a Dremel. That way it's tucked way back. Approach angle has much improved from stock. I think the stock one, it's like way out here. So it had like almost no approach angle. But now, I mean, you see here, that's great. It's not super amazing. It's not like, you know, as good as it could be if I just took it off and ran with no bumper at all, or just a flat bumper, which I've also considered. But I like the fact that you can kind of still recognize, hey, that's an Enduro. Sweet. What else is going on up here? I do have some shackles that I think Traxxas, yeah, real cheap ones from Traxxas. I think they're like $3 or something for a set of 4. And I do have a winch in there. You can kind of see it peeking out. That's a KMS winch. More on that in a second. Those light lenses are from the Axial Light Lens yellow kit, and they fit right in there. They are held in with E6000 just for insurance, but yeah, they pop right in. No modification required whatsoever. I just smeared some E6000 around the edge of the lens and pushed it in, and have not worried about them since. I've crawled the truck and beat on it like crazy, and they do not move. So that's another great option for you if you're looking to spruce up your Enduro bumper. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this body off now. Just like that. Just pops right off. Easy day. So I also ran the rear bumper mount on the front, flipped upside down to raise the bumper. I might order another front bumper mount to get it down a little bit lower, because I notice it's pushing the body up off of the rockers a little, and also my front body mount pins are maxed out, and I want to have it down a little bit just to get a little bit more of a low center of gravity look to it, because it does stick up. You know, the body, you saw it earlier, it sticks up just barely above the sliders, so that'll help get it down a little bit if I just get another front, and they're like $9 or something for a set of front and rear Enduro bumper mounts. So that's cool. I like using stock parts when I can, because it keeps cost down. Yeah, so like I said, a little bit of massaging with the Dremel. What I did was I notched the bumper here, and it allows you to pull the bumper in closer for that improved approach angle. And how I held them in after that is body pins right there. They just go right in the very, very first mount hole on the bumper peg. It is not focusing, is it? Is that better? I don't know. Probably not. What's going on? There we go. Alright, so those are just held in with body pins, and it works great. There's the KMS winch. I don't have a controller for it yet. I'm hoping to put a controller from Heyoke, the relay version with the 3-position switch for the stock Sendero transmitter. So that should work pretty good with that. Yes, I know, my battery is looking like a hot mess, because all I had when I bought this truck was 2200 3S batteries, and it is not a shorty pack. I have the narrow battery tray in here. I could have swapped in the long one, but I also have the Sendero inner fender set that I'm going to put on just on the front. I think these are the fronts. Rear, front. Help me out. Okay, yeah, that's the rear, I think. So, yeah, these are the fronts. So I'm going to put these on, just the fronts. And in order to do that, I don't want to have the big battery box in the way. It might clear, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I would feel more inclined to believe that it only fits with the small battery box. Anyway, I have a solution for this in the near future. Hopefully I'll be doing another rig config update on this, and we'll see what I do with the battery. So like I said, yeah, so the body on the Ford cab was hitting the back of this box, like way back here, so I couldn't get it forward to center it on the top of the wheel for you know, the fender arch for it to look right. So I just took this whole platform, moved it forward, and now it really fits great. So if you're looking to run a Sender body type rear cage bodies on your Enduro, move that forward, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and then of course, like I said, your body post, just run them at the lowest setting, and the pins will hold the cage right in. So, yeah. that is it. Because this is yeah, like I said, it's all stock ESC, stock motor. Everything is stock out of the box. All I did was massage the bumper, put in a KMS servo winch, relay controller coming soon, and that's it. That is a stock RTR Enduro, and I love it. It has been great. Probably just need to add some weight. I've got plans for that as well. Going to add some weight, front and rear, just a little bit on the back, but I definitely want to put more weight on the front. Tires are okay, but I can tell that, you know, with a little bit more weight on them, you know, the foams will squish down, and even with the RTR style compound, it's not the softest, stickiest tire out there, but for RTR, they're great. Just put a little weight on them, and they'll work fine. Alright, so yeah, that's the first episode of Current Rig Config. I got a few more I want to do, and see you next time.